All right, hello, and this is Liz, and welcome to a 60-minute Hatha / slow flow class heart opener here in March 30th, 2020. So we're going to do a lot of back bends here, opening up the heart, opening up the whole front of the body. If the music's too loud, just let me know. And we're going to start to begin really soon. Okay. Right, so rolling your shoulders back and down, extending up through the crown of your head. Taking your right hand and making either the hang loose sign or the I love you sign. Okay, we're going to start with Nadi Shodhana here, alternate nostril breathing. Okay, so right thumb goes onto the right nostril. We're going to inhale through the left nostril for 6 seconds. Close that nostril, retain the breath for 6 seconds. Remove the thumb, exhale out the right nostril for 6 seconds. Inhale through the right nostril for 6 seconds. Close the nostril, retain the breath for 6 seconds. Remove the left pinky and exhale out the left nostril for 6 seconds. So again, each inhale and exhale is 6 seconds, and so is the hold. It's always starting on the left and ending on the left. So here we go, we're going to inhale. Retain the breath. Exhale out the right. Inhale through the right. Close the nostril, retain the breath. Remove the pinky, exhale for 6, out the left. And then continuing here with your own breath, guiding you through several rounds of Nadi Shodhana. Taking one more round. And when you're done, coming back to standard Ujjayi breath. And then when you're ready, taking the hands in front of you and clasping them. Inhaling the arms up and back, thumbs going down the back of the neck, just barely. On the exhale, releasing the chin to the chest, using the weight of the arms to stretch out the back of the neck, not pulling, just releasing. And then here on the inhale, we're going to inhale, open up the arms, puff out the chest, move those hands down just slightly down the back of the neck to support. And then on the exhale, coming down, and then inhaling, opening up, exhaling, contracting down. Taking one more inhale. Great, and then releasing those hands down. Taking that right hand behind you and reaching back diagonally here, okay? Inhaling that left arm up and over to the right side. As you exhale, releasing left ear to left shoulder, keeping right shoulder down. Keep reaching back with those right fingers. And then inhaling, coming back up. Now taking left hand out behind you diagonally. Inhaling, right arm up and over to the left side. As you exhale, release right ear to right shoulder, reaching back with the left fingers here. Stretching out. Remember, not pulling with that right hand, just using the weight. Great, and then inhaling, coming back up to center. Bringing those arms out in front of you here with the elbows together and the hands together as well in a right angle. Let the chin release to the chest, round the back, belly button to spine. This is the exhale. On the inhale, open up those arms, puff out the chest, lift up the chin. So we're going to exhale, round and tuck. Inhale, open up. Keep breathing here, I'm just making sure. Again, hopefully everybody can hear me over the music. Taking one more. And then releasing those hands down. Bringing the shoulders up towards your ears. Inhale, roll the shoulders back and down the spine. Exhale, roll forward and up. So again, we're inhaling, rolling back and down. Exhaling, rolling forward and up. And then reverse directions. Inhale, shoulders back and up the spine. Exhale, forward and down. Great, and then we're going to take those arms back up into 90-degree angles, but onto the sides here, okay? On the inhale, you're going to turn to the left. On the exhale, you're going to turn to the right. So inhaling left, exhaling right. You can use the mantra here of Sat, Nam, Sat, Nam. I am truth, my name is truth. Great, coming back to center. Rocking up, hands and knees, tabletop position. So in tabletop, hands directly below the shoulders. Knees directly below the hips. Tops of your feet are down, eyes of your elbows are facing forward. On the inhale, releasing the belly down, puffing the chest out, looking up. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, release your head. So using your breath here to guide you in cat-cow. As we inhale, puff out, open up. Exhale, round and tuck. Warming up that spine here. Taking one more. Coming back to neutral, inhaling left arm, right leg, bird dog, reach through the right heel, left middle finger, no sinking in the right shoulder, pushing through those fingers. On the exhale, down to the mat, around the back, elbow to knee. And then inhale, lengthening back out. Again, inhaling, lengthening, exhaling, contracting. Taking one more. Releasing hand and knee down, readjusting if needed. Then inhaling right arm, left leg, bird dog. So again, heel, middle finger, no sinking in left shoulder. On the exhale, down to the mat, around the back, elbow to knee. And then inhale, lengthen back up. Taking one more. Releasing hand and knee down. Now, keeping the hips directly over the knees here, okay? Coming down into puppy pose, okay? So hips directly over the knees on the inhale, beginning to bring those arms out in front of you, opening up the chest here. If this is comfortable for you, you can always go deeper by adding some blocks and letting yourself really open up the front of the body, preparing for the heart openers. Keep breathing here. And then inhaling, coming back up. If you use the blocks, you can just move them over to the side. And on the exhale, release yourself back into standard child's pose here. Inhaling, expanding the belly. Exhaling, folding a little bit deeper. Knowing that you can come to child's pose at any time during the practice, right? This is your time on your mat. And then on the next inhale, inhale, round the back and bring the shoulders up over the wrists. Keep the legs together in the back. Exhale, modify chaturanga all the way down. Inhaling, rising up, cobra, shoulders back down and away. Pull the chest forward, open up. Exhale, back into child's. So modified sun salutation here. Inhaling, rounding the back into modified plank. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Inhaling, opening up into cobra. Exhale, child's. A few more times here. Your breath always guiding you. Everybody taking one more here. Exhaling, releasing back into child's pose. And then inhaling, coming back up into tabletop, hands underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Curl your toes under. On the exhale, push up, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulder blades towards your armpits. Push up and back through your hips. Weight in your fingertips, not in your wrist. Head is relaxed. Ears are aligned with the arms. If you want, you begin to pedal out your feet. Walk your dog. Lift one heel, bend that knee. And then the other. On the exhale, let those heels go back as far as they may. Push through the hips a little bit more. Find more length in your spine, releasing your head here. And then gazing at your hands, bending your knees, stepping your feet up to meet. Inhaling to a halfway lift, flatten out your back, extend out through your crown. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, left elbow right hand, right elbow left. Release the head in between. And begin to rock here from side to side in ragdoll. Knees are bent, head is heavy, just letting it go, you guys. And then letting those hands hang all the way down, knees bent, head still heavy, beginning to inhale and roll up. Ever so slowly. One vertebrae at a time. Coming into Tadasana, roll your shoulders down and back, extend up through the crown of your head, reach through your fingertips, internally rotate your thighs. Inhale your arms up, take hold of the right wrist with the left hand. We're going to inhale, lengthen on the exhale. Begin to just bend over to that left side, opening up that right side here. And then inhaling, rising on up, taking hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Again, we're going to inhale, lengthen. And then on the exhale, coming over to that right side now. Using that breath, finding that space. And then inhaling, coming up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, step back plank, high push-up position. Release to the knees, tops of the feet down, legs together. Exhale, modified chaturanga. Inhale, rise up, cobra, shoulders back down and away. Pull the chest forward, open up the heart. Use those inhales to find more space between the vertebrae. There should be no tension in the low back, but traction in the mid. And then if you want, you can stay here taking a waving cobra where we inhale, come down. Exhale, come down. Inhale, rise up. So exhaling down. Inhale up. Opening up the heart, bringing those shoulder blades together and down. Taking one more here, and then inhaling, really opening, pull forward, find space. And then curl those toes under, exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at your hands, step your feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, step the left leg back, low lunge. Release the left knee, top of that left foot down. Inhale, rise up, crescent moon lunge. Push left hip forward, bring right hip back. Open up here. So you can stay here, perhaps bend that left knee, take hold of the foot with the left hand, reach out with the right. If it's available to you, you can take hold with both, so long as the chest stays square. Again, we're opening up the front of the body tonight. And then if you have that hold, release it. We're all going to inhale and reach back, and then bring those hands on down. Curl the left toes under. Push up. When you're ready, inhale, rise up, high lunge, shoulders back down and away. You can stay here, bring those hands to, or those arms to cactus arms. We're going to inhale, open up and reach back. Exhale, come down. Taking one more. Great, bring those hands on down to either side. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Knees down, tops of the feet, legs together. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise up, cobra, shoulders back down and away. Pull your chest forward, open up here. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at your hands, step your feet up to meet. Inhale to a halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold, bend knees, hands down, step the right foot back, low lunge. Release the right knee, top of the right foot down. Inhale, rise up, crescent moon lunge, pushing right hip forward, bring left hip back, opening up here. And then if you choose, you can bend that right knee, take hold of the foot with the right hand, reach out with the left. And if it's available to you, the left hand comes back as well. And then if you have that hold, release it again. We always inhale and reach back and open up and find that length. On the exhale, bring those hands on down to either side. Curl your right toes under, push up. When you're ready, inhale, rise up, high lunge, shoulders back down and away, hips square towards the front. And again, you can stay here and come into those cactus arms. We're going to inhale, open up, exhale, come down. Taking one more. Going to bring those arms up and bring them on down. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Knees down, tops of feet. Exhale all the way down. Inhale, rise up, cobra. Shoulders back down away, pull forward. Open up. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Roll shoulders. Push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step the feet up to meet. Inhale to a halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold, bend knees. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive down, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, step the left leg back. Ground it out 60 to 90 degrees. Heel to arch, hands on the instep. Windmill up, Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Open up those hips to the side. Push through the outside edge of that left foot. Let the hips come down. Watch the traction of the knee over the front leg. And then we're going to gaze over that right hand, and we're going to inhale, reach, 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 arm on leg, outside, inside. Block or not. Tonight I'm going to go for the outside because it's more of a back bend here. So let's just go outside with block or not. For Parsvakonasana, side angle. Pushing that right leg against that right arm, finding a slight back bend. And then if you choose, inhaling that left arm over the head, pinky side down. And then inhaling that left arm back up, gazing at it. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the right. Windmill. Step it back. Knees down, tops of feet. Exhale all the way down. Bring those hands out wide now. Tenting those fingers, okay? And we're going to inhale, come up into this wide kind of cobra. Opening up. Again, always using the inhales for back bends. Finding the space with the breath. And then exhale, come on down, hands at your side. Inhale up, standard cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll shoulders, push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step the feet up to meet. Inhaling to a halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold, bend knees, hands down, step the right foot back. Ground it out 60 to 90 degrees. Again, heel to arch. Hands on instep. Windmill up. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So again, open up the hips. Left knee over ankle. Shoulders roll back down and away. Push through the outside edge of that right foot. And then gazing over that left hand, we're going to inhale, reach, reach, reach. Arm on the leg or onto the outside of that left foot tonight with block or not. For Parsvakonasana. Konasana, side angle. Again, creating a little bit of tension between arm and leg. And then if you choose, bring that right arm over the head, pinky side down to extend it. And then inhaling that right arm up, we gaze at it. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the left. Windmill. Step it back. Knees down, tops of the feet. Exhale all the way down. Bring those hands out wide. Tent those fingers. Inhaling, coming up here. Again, keeping those shoulders back down and away. Each inhale, pulling the chest forward. Opening up. Exhale, come on down. Hands at your side. Inhale, come up, standard cobra. Exhale. Downward facing dog, roll shoulders. Push up and back. Gaze at the hands, step the feet forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, swan dive, lead with the chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Bend the knees, bring the hands down, step the left leg back short. Ground it out 60 to 90 degrees. Heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up, short Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten out the legs. Open up those hips. Squeeze the front of the thighs. Gaze over that right middle finger. We're going to inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthen. Release. Push to the outside of that left foot. Hand on shin, foot, or on the outside with a block or not. Again, we're going for a little bit of a back bend here. Really reach through that right shoulder, opening up for Trikonasana. Triangle pose. And then gaze up with that left hand. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the right. Bend the knee. Windmill. Step it back. Knees down, tops of the feet. Exhale all the way down. Bring those arms in nice and tight here. Hugging those hands onto the outside of those arms, okay? Or upper arms. Elbows are underneath the shoulders. We're going to turn those hands out. Okay, imagining a block between your elbows that you cannot drop. You're going to bring your shoulders back and down. And on the inhale, you're going to almost try to drag yourself forward across the floor. Elbows internally rotate. Shoulders roll, externally rotate. Bringing the shoulder blades back and down into Sphinx pose. Inhaling. Big inhales here. Should be a very active pose with not much visible movement, but lots of energy. Keep opening up. Exhale, come on down. Hands at your side. Inhaling up into Cobra. Should feel a little bit more accessible, hopefully. Exhale, downward facing dog. Roll your shoulders, push up and back. Gazing at your hands, stepping your feet up to meet. Inhaling to a halfway lift, flatten it out. Exhale, fold, bend knees, hands down, step the right foot back short. Ground it out 60 to 90 degrees, heel to arch, hands on instep. Windmill up short, Virabhadrasana 2. Straighten out both legs. Open up those hips. Roll those shoulders back and down. Gaze over that left middle finger. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Take the time. Lengthen. Release. Hand on shin, foot, or on the outside with a block or not tonight, okay? For Trikonasana, triangle pose. Open up. And then gazing up at that right hand. Inhale, rise. Gaze over the left. Bend the knee. Windmill. Step it back. Knees down, tops of the feet. Exhale all the way down. Again here, bringing those arms in. Nice and tight, hugging them in. Turn those hands out. Thumbs facing each other. Shoulders rolling back, down and away. Inhaling into Sphinx. Elbows squeeze together. Try to. Shoulder blades go back, down, away. Again, active here. Creating tension in the mid-back. Opening up here. Always using inhales. Expanding. Exhaling, coming on down, hands at your side. Inhaling up into Cobra, shoulders back, down and away. Exhale, downward facing dog, roll shoulders, pushing up and back. Then we're going to inhale back into plank, knees down, tops of the feet. Exhale, come all the way down. We're going to bring our arms back together here into that Sphinx pose. Shoulders roll back, down and away. Inhaling, opening. And now if you want, we're going to curl those toes under. And then on the exhale, push up into dolphin pose. So we're standing on the forearms, eyes connected via the thumbs or on the toes, walking those feet in, opening up. And then walking those feet all the way back out. Knees down, tops of the feet, exhale all the way down. Taking those arms to your side here with the palms facing down. Chin is tucked, so keeping your head down, eyes on the floor. We're gonna inhale up into locust pose. Inhaling, arms and legs come up, shoulders rolling back down and away. Reach actively through those arms and the toes. Use the inhales to expand the belly and protect the spine. Any pain in the spine? Maybe just go back into cobra. And then on the exhale, come down. One hand on top of the other. Opposite cheek down, take a rest. And then here, bringing those arms out in front of you with the palms facing down. The chin is tucked. On the inhale, inhale the left arm and the right leg up. And then exhale, come back down. And then inhale the right arm and the left leg up. And then exhale, come back down. Keeping the chin neutral here, so tucked a little bit. Again, inhaling, expanding the belly to protect the spine. Taking one more on each side. And then switching hands and cheek here. And resting. So remember, you can always go to just standard cobra or back to locust pose here, okay? Then we're just gonna bring those arms out in front again. Palms are down. We're gonna inhale, come up, arms and legs are off the ground. And you can just stay here. Perhaps on the inhale, open up the arms and the legs. And then exhale, come back. Inhale, open. Exhale. Taking one more. And then releasing hand and hands down. And then again, cheek opposite of the hand on top, rest. Great, and then again, one more variation here. Taking those hands back behind you, getting ready for standard locust. We're gonna inhale and come on up. Again, palms are facing down, and then you're gonna externally rotate those shoulder blades so they might lift up a little bit here. You can stay there and then take the hands behind you and clasp them, and then inhale, roll your shoulder blades back. Puff your chest out, open up. Again, use those inhales. Find the space. Taking one more. Hands come down, opposite cheek comes down, resting. And then hands at your side, legs together in the back. Inhaling, coming up into cobra, rolling shoulders back, puffing out the chest, opening up. Okay, curl those toes under, exhale. Downward facing dog again, rolling shoulders, pushing up and back. Taking a breath there. Making sure not to release the back here, okay? We're gonna have a couple more back bends, so try not to release the back. Then we're gonna inhale, come back into plank, bring our knees down, okay, and come up to a kneeling position. So here, kneeling, make sure that the knees are not wider than the hips, okay? And then the feet can either be down or curled, completely up to you, okay? Always listen to your body in yoga, right? It should be discomfortable, but not painful, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our hands behind us, we're gonna take our thumb, and we're gonna find the sacrum. So find the two divot points in your back, and then go inside them just by a little bit here, okay? Shoulders back, down and away. Keep the knees, again, hip distance apart. Begin to push those hips forward, and begin to inhale and open up. And just keep inhaling and opening up. And maybe you're here, maybe this is where you are for Ustrasana. Or maybe we're inhaling and releasing and releasing. Maybe those hands reach down. And we just keep breathing here and finding more space within. Use your breath, stay calm. And then when we come up, we inhale, we come straight up. Okay, and if your feet are curled, uncurl them. Release your sit bones down onto the feet. Keep the spine nice and straight. Take a few breaths here. So again, not releasing the back, maintaining that tension. And we're going to inhale, come back up into that kneeling position again, adjusting feet as you see that's comfortable for you. Knees again underneath the hips, not wider. Hands supporting that back. Shoulders back down and away. Use those inhales, find space within, and begin to lean back. And open and breathe, and hold and breathe, and expand and breathe. And then inhaling, coming straight up. Again, uncurling, releasing the sit bones, keeping the spine straight, taking a few breaths. Great, and then let the sit bones come to one side or the other, and bring your feet out in front of you. Okay, knees bent, bringing yourself down onto your back here with the knees bent, about hip width apart, close to the sit bones. If you're new to yoga, you can always use a block in between your knees here. Arms are at your side. Pushing through the heels and the outside edges of your feet, inhaling, lifting your hips up, again, internally rotating the knees in bridge. And then you can stay here if this is where you're comfortable. Or roll one shoulder underneath you, then the other, clasping the hands, opening up. Each inhale, expanding and pushing the middle of the ribcage, the sternum, up back behind the head. Again, the inhales is where we find space, not backing off from the openness, staying with it, staying vulnerable. ready, unclasping your hands, let one shoulder unroll, then the other come down with control, from shoulders to tailbone, one vertebrae at a time. Taking several breaths there in neutral spine. And then you can come up into bridge again, or if you would like to try wheel, and it is available to you, then please try Urdhva Dhanasana wheel pose, okay? But remember, practice with your safety in mind. Only do what you feel comfortable with and where there's no pain. We never hang out on the head in wheel either. So either coming back up into bridge, or for wheel, taking the hands next to your ears with the fingertips facing towards your shoulders. Letting your elbows come out wide and then bringing them up behind you and then rolling your shoulder blades down your back here, okay? Imagining a block in between your elbows as we inhale up to our head and then we inhale all the way up into wheel. Again, inhaling and opening, keeping those feet facing neutral, so forward, not outward. Use those inhales to find deepness here, openness, breathing into it, staying comfortable in discomfort. And then when you're ready, bending the elbows, releasing the head towards the hands, removing the hair. Coming back up into bridge. So if you're in bridge, we're coming with you here. We're going to stay here for a second, taking a few breaths. And then unclasping hands, shoulders unroll, coming down one vertebrae at a time, again, from shoulders to tailbone, articulating the vertebrae. Taking a few breaths there in neutral spine. Again, remember, we're not releasing the back yet. We will, but we have one more back bend to go. And again, it's going to be either wheel pose or Urdhva Dhanasana or bridge. Finding the breath, preparing the body with heat and energy. And then when you're ready, either bridge or Urdhva Dhanasana. Again, Urdhva Dhanasana, fingertips facing towards the shoulders, elbows go out, up behind you, roll shoulder blades down, keeping those elbows from going wide. We inhale up to the head, and then we inhale all the way up. Again, use those inhales. Find additional space. And then if you want, bending the elbows, releasing the head down towards the hands. We're all back into bridge. So again, you could have just taken bridge here. Everything is an option in yoga. It's your practice on your mat. Always remember that. Then unclasping hands, shoulders unroll. Again, use the front of the body to release the back of the body. Connect with that vertebrae. Great, and then if you want, bringing those feet out wide on the mat. And then on the exhale, just let the knees rock to one side. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale over to the other side. Great, and then you're going to stay with knees bent, feet close to the sit bone, hip width apart. I'm just going to show you real quick 4 pelvic tilts here. So this is the pelvis, okay? We're going to imagine that 6 o'clock is down towards the groin, and then 12 o'clock is up towards the heart. On the inhales, you're going to inhale and expand the belly to the 6 o'clock, and that should arch the back a little bit. And on the exhale, so you're going to concave, bring that diaphragm up towards the 12, and that should push the low back into the mat. So again, we're going to inhale to 6, exhale to 12. Taking a few pelvic tilts here. go to the side so you can see. Great, and then we're going to take a strap or a towel if you need to. You may not need to if you have good hamstring flexibility. Okay, we're going to take that strap or that towel and we're going to bring it around the balls of that right foot, okay? Holding the strap on either side, pushing through that right heel, okay? And then on the exhale, squeezing that right leg, you're going to bring the right leg towards the right shoulder, keeping the shoulders on the ground. So we're going to exhale. Just bringing that right leg in, stretching out the hamstrings here, releasing the back as well. And then taking the strap into the right hand. Taking the left hand and placing it possessively on top of the left hip so it does not come up. So find that pelvic bone, place the hand there. And then slowly on the exhale, releasing that right leg out to the right side, pushing down on that left hip. The right leg really should only touch the floor if it's next to your head. If there's any pain in the knee, you can always just do a slight bend in that knee. Great, and then you're going to inhale that leg back up, taking the strap into the left hand. Make a thumbs up with the right hand. Place the thumb into the right hip crease and push the leg slightly away from you. And then release your right leg over to the left side, keeping the right shoulder down. Again, you might have tension in the calf, the upper leg, or the bum, but behind the knee, just bend it. Joints really shouldn't hurt. And then inhaling, coming back up. Bend the right knee, release the right leg up straight. Taking a moment there and feeling the difference between the two legs. And then when you're ready, bending the left knee and bringing that strap around the balls of the left foot. Again, you can just use a towel here. And then straightening out that leg, keeping the shoulders down on the ground, squeezing the front of the thigh. And then on the exhales, beginning to bring it in. Paying attention to the discomfort. You should be in discomfort, but not pain. And breathing into it, not taking the mind away from it, but paying attention to it and sitting with it. And then taking the strap into the left hand, both sides. Taking the right hand onto the right pelvis, again, possessively holding it down. On the exhale, slowly releasing the left leg out to the left side, pushing down on that right hip. When the right hip lifts, that's when you know you've gone too far. And then inhaling, coming back up, taking the strap into your right hand. Left hand, make a thumbs up, pushing that left thumb into the left hip, pushing the leg away from you, and then slowly releasing. that left leg over to the right. Left shoulder stays down. Breathing into that tension, that discomfort, not shying away from it, not backing off. Just getting to know it. Great, and then inhaling, coming back up to center, bending that left knee, releasing the leg out straight. On the exhale, bring both knees into the chest wide with the feet flexed. Bring the arms onto the insides of the legs, either going for yogi toe walk here, or our hands onto the outsides of the feet. Let the head come down, soles of the feet towards the ceiling into happy baby. You can stay here, perhaps just rocking from one side to the other, massaging out that low back. Great, and then releasing that hold that you have, let that left leg go out straight. Bringing that right knee into your chest, making sure that the feet are relaxed here. Holding the right leg with your left hand, taking your right arm out to T formation. Turn and gaze, look over at your right arm, inhale. Exhale, release right leg to left, keeping right shoulder down, single leg, supine twist. Great, and then inhaling, coming back up to center, releasing your right leg up straight. On the exhale, left knee into chest, hug it in. Left arm, left side, T formation, turn and gaze, inhale. Exhale, release left leg to right, keeping left shoulder down. Inhaling, coming back up to center, both knees into the chest wide with the feet flexed. Let the feet come out on the mat with the knees bent, feet wide. Arms are at your side with the palms facing up. Let the right leg begin to become heavy as it opens up towards the floor. When your left hip shifts, let your right leg slide out straight, flip-flopping. Left knee heavy, opens up towards the floor when the right hip shifts. Left leg slides out straight, flip-flopping. Closing your eyes if you feel comfortable doing so. 4, Shavasana, final relaxation, corpse pose. Taking several breaths here. Deep inhales and deep exhales. Staying with it, staying with the now. When there is conflict between the heart and the brain, let the heart be followed. Because intellect has only one state, reason. And within that, intellect works and cannot get beyond. It is the heart which takes one to the highest plane, which intellect can never reach. It goes beyond intellect and reaches to what is called inspiration. Everybody taking a really big inhale here, expanding out the belly. Open up your mouth, side out, let it go. And then wiggling your toes and wiggling your fingers, rolling your ankles, rolling your wrists, bringing your knees into your chest and hugging them in, hugging yourself. When you're ready, rolling over onto your right side into fetal position and taking a moment there. Taking a moment for yourself, with yourself, by yourself. Love yourself. And then when you're ready, placing your left hand on the floor in front of your face and using that to help you push up and come into Sukhasana. Easy pose, cross-legged pose. Thank you all for joining me this evening. As always, I had a wonderful time. The quote at the end: oftentimes we let our brains run us wild. Oftentimes we always try to reason our way out. But there is a feeling within us. There is another intellect. There is another source of inspiration. When we inspire, we breathe in. And we find that creativity. And it is within us. Start opening up your heart. Start becoming vulnerable. Start listening more here. Have a wonderful, glorious week. Namaste.